I understand that protection can fail, but did you use it? You didn't use it. The way the world is moving, you can already tell that it's just sport. Things are just getting routine. We now celebrate the things that we are not supposed to celebrate. Things that before we would have raised our eyebrows to say, what? Why? Things that we would have condemned outrightly, now we now praise them. It's not funny, especially because most of these things are happening amongst women of this day, right? Women of our generation. We are supposed to be the ones that know better and do better. It doesn't seem like we know better, and it doesn't seem like we are going to be doing better. And that's why I'm making this video. For some of us that still have our morals and our values intact, it's important that we speak up and say these things when they need to be said, okay, before it is too late for everybody. I don't mean to say that I'm perfect, but I know that I have sense. I have sense. And I know good from bad. I know wrong from right. And as you can already tell from the title, this is 5 types of men I would not marry. And maybe you shouldn't too. So let's leave red flags. Let's leave it must be a believer, because not everybody is a Christian, right? Let's get into nitty-gritties, tiny details that you might overlook because, oh, okay, maybe it's not that important. But if you hear it from me, maybe you will know that it is actually important, okay? So, number 1 of such type of men, if he's a liar, pathological, what other type of liar is there? Whether he just lies for convenience or whatever, but you have caught him in a lie more than 3-4 times, you better run. Because a liar, you might just feel like, oh, he just said that because he didn't want to get into trouble. You cannot go through a conversation without telling a lie. That's a problem. The person is a liar. Any type of lie. I don't care whether he's lying because he wants to pump up his own ego, or he's lying because he wants to make the other person feel comfortable, or he's lying for convenience. I don't care. When you have caught somebody in a lie more than 3-4 times, important issues, run. You shouldn't marry that person. I don't think you should go ahead with that kind of relationship, because you feel like, oh, it's just a small thing, blah blah blah. Hey, it will lie. The whole relationship, you will now be doubting, okay, which one is true, which one is not true. And I feel like people that talk too much, they tend to lie, because it's almost impossible to talk so much and not want to add some extra adjusters, just so that the conversation is more interesting, is sweeter. Guys, people that they've told you something before, but they'll come and tell you again because they don't know that they've told you before. They'll even tell you like more than 2-3 times because they don't know that they've told you before. And that's because you are not the only one they're telling. They're telling so many other people that they don't even have a count. They've lost count of the number of people they've told that particular thing. I don't like that thing. It gives me a hick. I'm just like, but you've told me this story before. Why are you telling me again? I'm that kind of person that if I tell you something once, the probability of me telling you again is very low, because I know that I've told you before. I don't talk to so many people, so I know the people that I've told things, especially important things. I just know if I've told you something that is important, I know that I've told you, and the probability of me coming to recount the story again is almost impossible. Like, it's almost zero. So when somebody's talking too much, you're in a relationship with a talker or talkative, he lies, run, please. It's not a good trait for husband material. It's not it. Then the next one will be somebody that has been married more than twice. If you have been married once, we get it, okay, it didn't work. Especially for people that married you very young, and you saw that, oh, it's actually not what you bargained for, it's more than you bargained for, or you didn't properly prepare for it, and you guys had to go your separate ways, and maybe the divorce is amicable, very amicable divorce, even though there's almost nothing like that. There's some situations where 2 people can just decide to part ways, because it's not working for both of them. That's fine. But you've done it once, you've done it twice, you've even done it like 3 times. Excuse me, the math is not mathing. Somebody will not even come and tell you that he's been married 3 times, and he'll come and tell you that all the times they were not his fault. Like, it was not his fault that the marriages didn't work. It was on the women. Hey, that's not good though. That's not good. I'm not gonna advise that you continue, because why 3 times? like 3 times. So what's the probability that I'm also not going to be a problem in this marriage? Like, what's the probability that in 2 or 3 years we are not going to be divorced? I dig it when you're marrying somebody that has been married once, now divorced. I dig that. 2 times, I'm already like 3 times, and you are fresh from the oven, like Ochara. Is it Ochara? Nobody has touched you. You are like, maybe you have to think again. Another one is somebody that has several baby mamas. Why? Like, it makes no sense. I can never ever relate to marrying somebody that has children from more than one person. Or okay, maybe mistake happened too. Like, when there are now multiple women, you cannot even count. It is even a possibility that somebody can come tomorrow and say, this child is yours, and you cannot even fight it and no, I don't know you, or we didn't play that way. You know that is a probability. The probabilities are endless for people to come in your nearest future to say, this is your child, this is your child, this is your child. That kind of person does not love himself. He does not love himself. So how can he love you? If you don't think that you should have children in one household, like your children should be in one household, live together as siblings, even siblings from the same mother, we still have issues. Now you're now bringing external problems. You are creating problems with your own ends. Having babies with several women. How can they? Even the women cannot come together. How can the children come together? In most baby mama cases, the mothers have custody of their children, right? Mothers cannot come together and form an amicable union. How is it then possible that all your children will be able to come together and form bond as siblings? You're already creating problems for them, for yourself, even while you're alive, creating mental issues for children that did not ask to be born. That kind of person does not love himself. He does not have any self-respect. He does not have any boundaries. Nothing at all is working for him. And you want to marry that person. You think you're the last bus stop. Because now you're a wife, it will stop doing all the nonsense he has been doing. Like, if you can have intercourse with somebody without protection, that's why I don't get it when people come to me and say that. And I've had like 2-3 cases like that where people come to me and say that, oh, they are pregnant, they didn't expect to be pregnant, obviously they are not married. And I'm like, the first question I ask is how, and they're like, why am I asking how? Like, don't I know how pregnancy happens? I'm like, number one, I don't even believe that you should be having sex if you're not married. So I'm the wrong person to talk to when it comes to all these kind of issues. But because I'm not judgmental, I listen to you, right? But I'm asking, how? Like, you didn't use protection. You don't want to be pregnant, but you didn't use protection. Make it make sense. Like, it can never make sense to me. I can never understand it. I understand that protection can fail, but did you use it? You didn't use it. I can never, ever sympathize with you, because you didn't do what needed to be done. You don't want the result of the consequences of your action. So if somebody can have intercourse with another person, you know that you don't want a future with this person, you don't want anything to do with them, but you safely have intercourse with them without protection. That kind of person does not love himself. He does not love you. He does not love anybody. Because if you don't love yourself, something that you don't have for yourself, how can you have it for somebody else? It's impossible. You cannot not respect yourself, which is another point that I have. You cannot not respect yourself and respect somebody else. Impossible. The next one is somebody that nobody can give a credence to his character. Nobody. It just tells you that, oh, he's a good guy. Of course, there are some times where you have to blow your own trumpet because nobody else will blow it for you. But when it comes to character, you just keep going around to say, oh, I'm a good person, I'm a good person, I'm a good guy. Let people say it for you. Let somebody else bear the testament that you are actually a good person. If there is nobody, you don't have anybody that can say this guy is a good guy. Like nobody, not even one. And the one I'm saying is not like his best friend. They've colluded together to deceive you. No, like people should actually if you have been here for a long time, you know that my husband and I, we dated long distance for 8 months. We met in January. We got engaged in August. And when we got engaged was the first time, literally the first time we met. That was the first time we were seeing each other physically, is what I mean. I think he came in on a Friday. I can't forget because I want Native to work that day. So he came in on a Friday. I think we got engaged on Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, something like that. Like, I was literally seeing him for the first time. But I was so sure that I can marry this guy. Why? People were literally calling my mom to congratulate her that Toby is such a good boy. These are people that have known him since he was a child. That, oh, he's such a good boy, so calm, so this, so that, so responsible. So calling my mother to congratulate her. Everybody that I met, all his friends, even though he doesn't have so many, all his friends, his childhood friend, the ones that they went to uni together, everybody said the same things. Like, it's like all of them met to say, okay, this is what we should tell this girl so that she can eat it. But I know that they did not meet because most of them don't even know each other. Said the same thing to his character, like this, almost the same exact words from like 6 different people that spoke to me about him, and I didn't even ask them. They would just, when I just talk to them, oh hi, maybe my husband, he wants me to meet this person, and they just go on, oh, Toby is the same things. That is credence, that is credibility. If nobody can do that, not even one person, not even 2 persons, not even his pastor, I don't think you should marry such people. Don't marry that person. Don't. He's the only one singing his own praise. I'm a good person. Who else can say it, bro? Nobody else. Please, bye. The last one is, if he does not submit to any authority, no authority whatsoever. And guys, these are real issues because 87% of the people that follow me, especially on Instagram, are women. And most of them are married people or about to be married. And they just come to me in my DMs for counsel. And the stories, I'm just like, hey, God. Hey, this is not good. I mean, I don't know how to do like this. If it's not good, I'll say it's not good. I go straight to the point. If it's yes, I'll say it's yes. If it's no, I'll say it's no. I will now give explanation later. But I go straight to the point. Nobody has authority over this person. I'm not saying that is a mumu. I'm not saying marry a mumu person. No. But there should be somebody that that when they call him, he calms down. Like, he calms down. He actually listens to this person. But when he goes about saying, no, I'm a man of my own, I'm an alpha male, I'm a man, that's a problem. I think it's a problem. Okay, I think it's a problem that a man does not have anybody that you can report him to. I'm not saying that everything that happens in your family or in your home, you have to go quickly run to a third party to report. I know people that my husband submits to, but I've never had any chance to use them. Do you get? Like, I've never had any reason. Thank God. Thanks be to God. Never had any reason to call to say, oh, I want to report Toby to you, sir, or I want to tell you what Toby did to me, ma. I've never had the reason. But I know those people are there. They are there. He respects them. He honors them. He loves them. When they call him, he answers 10 times. Every man should have somebody like that. It's not that I'm a man. I'm an alpha male. I don't respond to anybody. Nobody can tell me what to do. Nobody. Guys, let's just stop praising what we don't need to praise. I think it's 1 Timothy 3:15. Something that says, in the last days, perilous times shall come. Men will become lovers of themselves, lovers of money. They'll become blasphemers, boastful and proud. I think we're in that last days. Because when a guy comes to you, the first thing as a lady you look out for is, oh, he's rich, he has money, he's loaded, he lives in his own apartment, he lives in his own house, under 30, he already has his house, he even has houses, he has G-Wagon, he has Range Rover. Like, money is now the most important thing to people. As long as he has money, everything else is fine. Hey, that is so dangerous. that is you. That is idolatry. That's actually what we are learning in church lately. Like, that's idolatry. You are honoring, you are worshiping money. You're not looking out for the things that are important. You are looking out for money. Money. That's idolatry. Worshiping money. Taking money to be above every other thing that matters. That's a problem. It's a problem, guys. Okay? The fact that somebody has money does not mean that every other thing is right. Hey, doesn't mean that every other thing is right. Guys, let's be cautious. Let's shine our eyes, stop praising things that you know. If you set your church mind, you know that this thing is wrong. Let's not lie, it's not really right. And let's stop praising those things. Let's stick to core values, morals. These things are important, even though that's not what will make you make heaven, but important. The Lord will help us in Jesus' name. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, please share with somebody that you know that needs it. Put it in all your WhatsApp groups, all the ladies WhatsApp groups that you're on. Let them listen to it. Okay, there is value in this video, and please like this video, share with somebody, and leave me a comment in the comment section. Till next time I come your way, I hope that you do well, and God bless you. Bye guys.